Hello everyone, I have taken a resume challenge of Code Basics. The project name is Electric Vehicle Analysis. The overview of this project is welcome to the EV market for the year financial year 2022-2024. This project was created in order to understand the EV market as a part of the expansion of plan of Atlic Motors. Let's about her data sets. Atlic Motors is an automotive giant from the USA specializing in electric vehicles. In the last 5 years, their market share rose to 25% in the electric and hybrid vehicles segment in North America. As part of their expansion plans, they wanted to launch their best-selling models in India, where their market share is less than 2%. Bruce Haley, the chief of Atlic Motors in India, wanted to do a detailed market study of existing hybrid EV market in India before proceeding further. Bruce gave this task to the data analytics teams of Atlic Motors, and as a data analyst, we need to analyze the EV markets. I imported the data here and then loading exploratory data analysis. The project preliminary research first question is the list of the top three and bottom three maker for the fiscal year 2023 to 2024 in the term of number of two-wheelers sold. So I find inside, you can see clearly here, Ola Electric has a 1,93,082 is highest, and second one is TVS maker 1,14,000 something, and third one is 9,000 94,000, and bottom three maker is first one is Kia Motors, which is 325. Top three makers for 2024 is Ola Electric Vehicle, which is 2,52,726. Second one is TVS makers 1,44,000. Third one is Bajaj, and bottom three maker for 2024 is 365. Second one is Mercedes Benz, and third one is Kia Motors. The project second question is identify the top 5 states with the highest penetration rate in two-wheelers and four-wheeler EV selling in financial year 2024. So I extracted information by this code. Let's see. Top 5 state two-wheeler EV penetration rate in financial year 2024 is first one is Ladakh, which is 0.26 something. Second one is Goa, which is 0.24. Third one is Kerala. Fourth one is Karnataka, and fifth is Maharashtra. In 2024, we see clearly Kerala is first, which is 0.087 points. Second one is Chandigarh. Third one is Goa. Fourth is Delhi, and last one is Karnataka. Our project third question is the list of the state with negative penetration decline in EV sale from 2022 to 2024. So I extracted by this code. You can clearly see that negative penetration rate is Andaman and Nicobar Island is 2023-2022, which is 0.0026, and then 2024 to 2023 decline rate is 0.003347. The second state number is Andhra Pradesh, third one is Arunachal Pradesh, and last one is West Bengal, which is 0.046 and 0.009721. The fourth question is What are the quarterly trends based on the sale volume for the top EV makers, four wheelers for the 2000 from 2022 to 2024? I have written this code to extract inside. I got inside. You can clearly see that top 5 makers is Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra, MG Motors and Hybrid India and Hyundai Motors. You can see clearly by this graph, Tata Motor has the highest sale volume trends, which is you can see there they see that clearly. This blue line is 17,367 sale volume trend is high of Tata Motors. Second one is the Mahindra and Mahindra, which is 10,911, and third one is MG Motor. Fourth one is Byte India, and fifth one is Hyundai Motors. Our project fifth question is how do the EV sales and penetration rates in Delhi compared to the Karnataka for 2024? I have written this code to extract insight. You can see here clearly the financially EV sale in Delhi versus Karnataka for 2024. You can see that clearly. Delhi has a EV sale two-wheeler is 10,000, more than 10,000. If we talk about Karnataka sale two-wheeler is 47,000, which is more than Delhi. And talk about four-wheeler of Delhi, 2,838. If compared to the Karnataka, Karnataka has a 3,485. EV penetration rate in Delhi, Karnataka for 2024 is Delhi to Karnataka. Penetration rate you can see clearly here. Delhi is the 0.10 penetration rate and Karnataka has a 0.3 penetration rate in two-wheeler segments. If you talk about four-wheeler segment, Delhi has a 0.051 penetration rate and Karnataka has a 0.042 penetration rate. Our sixth question is of this project is the list down of the compounded annual growth rate in four-wheeler units for the top 5 makers for 2000 from 2022 to 2024. I have written this code to extract insight. So I got insight here. CAGR in four-wheeler units for the top 5 makers from 2022 to 2024. Tata Motor, which is minus 15.6%. The highest is Byte India, 10.3% increase from 2022 to 2024. Clearly, you can see here. Our seventh question is the list down the top 10 states had the highest compound annual growth rate from 2022 to 2024 in the total vehicles sold. I have written this code to extract insights. You can see this graph clearly. The highest CAGR of total vehicles sold is Nagaland is a very Nagaland is minus 37.81%. Puducherry is minus 40.67% and very highest is minus 44.85% each is Goa. You can see clearly the graph. What are the peaks and low season the month for EV sales based on the data from the 2022 2024? So return this code to extract inside. I got inside the I got inside. You can see the this graph clearly. The the peak season month is the March 2024, which sale is 1,38,347.43. The low season month is January 2022 with sale 31,672. Our ninth question is the what is the projected number of EV sale including two wheelers and four wheeler for the top state by penetration rate in 2030 based on the compounded annual growth rate for previous year. I written this code to extract insight to 5 study in 2030. You can clearly see the graph. Uttar Pradesh has the highest penetration rates, highest projected EV sale is 22 lakh 97,886. Second one is Kerala, which is EVs sale is to 24 lakh 878, and last one is DNH and DD. 2,403 vehicles sold. Our 10th question is estimated the revenue growth rate of four wheeler and two wheeler EV in India for 2022 versus 24 and 23 versus 2024. Average unit price is two wheeler is 85,000 and four wheeler is 1,50,000. I have written the score to extract insight. So I got insight here. The growth rate revenue from two wheelers financial year 2022 to 2024, which is 87%, 56%, 87.56%. If we talk about financial year 2023 to 2024 of two wheeler segments, minus 11.31%. If we talk about four wheeler segment for the financial year 22 to 24, which is very highest 158.82%. And we talk about the growth rate revenue for the four wheelers financial year 23 to 2024, which is 8.24%. Our project secondary research question is what are the primary reasons for the customer choosing four wheeler EV in 2023-24? Cost saving, environment and concerns and government incentives. Let's see reason for choosing four wheeler EV in 2023 and 2024. First one is cost saving, fuel saving. EVs typically offer low operating cost compared to the traditional gasoline or diesel vehicles. The cost of the electricity per mile is often much lower than the cost of gasoline, resulting in significant fuel saving. The maintenance cost is very low as compared to the other petrol and diesel vehicle. Environmental concerns. Reduce emission. EV produces very zero tailpipe emissions and contribute to reduce air pollution and greenhouse gas emission. And sustainability, growing awareness of environmental issue motivate customers to choose more sustainable transportation options such as electric vehicles. Government incentive, tax credit rewards. Financial incentive from the government include tax credit and rebates help reduce the upfront cost of EVs, making them more appeal to buyers. subsidies of charging infrastructure. Some regions offer financial support for installing home charging station, which can further decrease overall cost and improve convenience of owning on EV, access of SUV lanes and free parking. Additional perks such as access to high occupancy vehicles and lane and free or discounted parking can make EV more attractive to customers. This factor contribute to the increasing adoption of four-wheeler among consumers in 2023 and 2024. Our second question is, how do government incentive and subsidies impact the adoption of rate of two-wheelers, four-wheelers? Which state in India provide most subsidies? Impact of incentive and subsidies on EV adoption. Government incentive subsidies. Financial incentive are subsidy lower the initial cost of EV, making them more affordable and appealing to the broader range of consumers. And enhance charging infrastructure, support for installing charging station, home and public places, increasing convenience and encouraging more people to switch EVs. Tax credit and rebates can significantly reduce the overall cost of owning EV, driving higher adoption rates. Impact of adoption rate. Two-wheeler subsidies make electric two-wheeler more affordable, particularly for short distance commuters and lower income groups, boosting their adoption. Financial incentives help reduce the higher upfront cost of electric car and promoting adoption among middle and upper income groups who are more likely to buy four-wheelers. Let's say state in India the most subsidies. Delhi has the highest subsidies now for substantial subsidies and incentives to promote EV adoptions because Delhi is a capital of India. Maharashtra offers significant financial support and incentive for both two-wheeler and four-wheeler. And third one is Tamil Nadu provide various subsidies to encourage EV purchase and infrastructure development. Our project third question is, how does the availability of charging station infrastructure correlate with the EV sales and penetration rate in the top 5 states? Charging station critical influencing the adoption of electric vehicle. Here the correlation correlates with EV sales and penetration rate in the top 5 states. Increase in EV sale. Convenience. Most charging stations reduce the range anxiety among EV owners, making it easier for them to use EV for a daily commuting and long distance travel. Consumer confidence. The presence of the extensive and well distributed network of charging stations enhance consumer confidence in the majority owning and EV or driving of sales. Higher penetration rate. Market penetration. State with the more significant infrastructure tend to have higher penetration rate of EV. This is because the availability of charging facilities support the growth of the EV markets, making it more accessible. If we talk about high infrastructure development, state that invest in the expanding charging network are often seen as more EV friendly, attracting more buyers and contributing to higher penetration rates. Correlation analysis. Positive correlation and data often shows positive correlation between the density of charging station and EV sales. State with better charging infrastructure typically experience higher EV adoption rate. Statistical measures. Correlation metrics such as Pearson's correlation coefficient can quantify the strength of the relationship between the number of charging stations and EV sales rates, penetration rates. Strong positive correlation indicate that the number of charging stations increase so EV sale and penetration rates. In summary, we will develop charging infrastructure is crucial for boosting EV sale and increasing penetration rate, particularly in a region where the network support is of huge and accessibility for EV owners. Our fourth question is, who should be the brand ambassador if Atlic Motors launch their EV and hybrid in India, and why? So I recommended brand ambassador is Ranveer Singh because because high popularity and influence. Ranveer Singh is one of the most popular and influential actor in India. Huge widespread recognition and appeal across various demographics can significantly boost brand loyalty and consumer interest in electric motors, EV, and hybrid vehicles. Alignment with brand value. Ranveer Singh is known for the dynamic, energetic persona, which align well with the innovative and modern image that Atlantic Motors aim to project for its hybrid vehicles. His vibrant personality can effectively represent the cutting-edge technology and eco-friendly aspect of the vehicles. Appeal to youngsters. The target for the EV cell and hybrid vehicle often include younger environmentally conscious consumers. Ranveer Singh's strong connection with the youth makes him an ideal choice to resonate with his audience and drive interest in the brand. Positive public image. He is known for his philanthropic efforts and positive public image, and his association with Athlete or can enhance the brand reputation as a responsible and social conscious company, which is important for the gaining consumer trust. Previous endorsement success. Ranveer Singh has previously endorsed various brands successfully and demonstrating his effectiveness in enhancing brand engagement and driving sales. His track record suggests that he would be a valuable asset for promoting Atlantic Motors new vehicles. By choosing Ranveer Singh as the brand ambassador, Atlantic Motors can leverage his popularity and positive image to effectively market their EV hybrid vehicles in India. Our fifth question is, which state of India is ideal to start manufacturing units based on subsidies provided, ease of doing business, and stability in governance. The ideal state in India for starting an EV manufacturing unit, it's subsidies provided, state-specific incentives, state offering substantial financial incentives such as subsidies on land, electricity, and capital investment are more attractive for setting up the manufacturing unit. EV policies sales the comprehensive EV policies that include tax rebate giants and incentive for setting up EV manufacturing facilities provide supportive environment, ease of doing business, regulatory environment, state the streamline the regulatory processes, fewer bureaucratic hurdles, and efficient approval for setting up industries are preferred. Code infrastructure, availability of well-developed infrastructure including transport and logistics, industrial parks, and access to the supplier is crucial for smooth operations. Stability in governments, politically stability. Instead, the stable political environment and consistent environment policies ensure real business climate. Efficient governance and support for local authorities can facilitate quicker project approval and smoother operation. Recommended state. First state is Gujarat. Gujarat are known for its favorable industry policies and strong infrastructure and substantial subsidies for manufacturing units. Second one is Maharashtra, offer robust infrastructures, supportive regulatory frameworks, and substantial incentives for EV and automotive industries. Tamil Nadu provide attractive incentives for EV manufacturing, excellent infrastructure, and yet established automotive sectors. Karnataka are known for its business-friendly policies and technological expertise and support for green initiatives. Choosing the ideal state would depend on the evaluating this factor in alignment with the specific needs and goal for of the manufacturing units. Our sixth question of the project is your top three recommendation for Atlantic Motors. My top recommendation for Atlantic Motor is first one is leverage government incentives and subsidies, and which recommendation take advantages of available government incentives and subsidies for electric vehicles manufacture. This includes financial giants, tax rebates, and subsidies on raw materials. Reason utilizing these incentives can significantly reduce initial capital expenditure and operational cost, improving overall profitability and competitiveness. Focus on market expansion and strategies. Partnership recognition expand market presence by exploring new geographical regions and forming a strategic partnership with local dealers, distributor, and technology providers. Addition, diversifying market reach and collaborating with key stakeholders can enhance market penetration, improve distribution efficiency, and leverage local expertise to wholesale growth. Invest in advanced technology and R&D. Which recommendation and region recommendation is invest in research and development to innovate and improve technology of EV such as battery efficiency, charging infrastructure, and autonomous driving features. Regions staying at the forefront of technological advancement can differentiate Atlantic Motors from competitors and attract take a savvy customer and ensure long-term sustainability in the rapidly evolving EV market. Project learning. I have learned in this project identified key metrics for the evaluating performance of two-wheelers and two four-wheelers we make across fiscal years, including sales volume and growth rates. Analyze penetration rates of two-wheeler, four-wheelers in different state of fiscal years. 24 revealing the top performance area with room for improvement. Listed state that negative penetration rate in EV still for 22 to 24, highlighting a region where still have the decline potential region for downturn. Explore quarterly sale trend for top 5 four-wheeler makers for 22 to 24, and then compare to EV sale and penetration rate between the Delhi and Karnataka for 2024, and then calculated the compounded annual growth rates for four-wheelers unit for our top 5 makers from 22 to 24, and then they determined 10 top 10 state with highest CAGR in total vehicle sales from 2022 to 2024, identifying regions with most significant market expansion, and then identified peak and low season month of EV sale from 22 to 2024, of optimize inventory management and promotional activities, project the number of EV sale for top 10 state by penetration rate in 2030, estimated revenue growth rates for four-wheeler, two-wheelers, EV sale in India for 22 versus 24 and 23 versus 24, providing insight into financial performance, and investigated the primary region for customers using four-wheeler EV sale in 23 to 24. Examine the impact of the government incentives and subsidies, and analyze the correlation between the availability of charging infrastructure and EV sale penetration rates. A recommended potential brand ambassador for Atlantic Motors based on their influence, alignment with the brand value, and potential impact on market perception. Evaluated the other state in India for starting EV manufacturing units. So doing business and stability in governance, develop top three recommendations for Atlantic Motors to enhance market presence, operational efficiency, and including strategies, partnerships, and market entry strategies. So all these things I have learned in this project. Thank you. Thank you Code Basic teams to provide me this project. Thank you very much Code Basic teams.